Previously on Cold-Hearted Spy. It's time to go on another mission, but ever since Lethal Tower exploded, I don't feel like I can do it anymore. But I have to. To keep the agency in one piece. To remember all of the deaths. I must keep on completing my missions and making sure I get them done right. The people here are fully aware of what happened to Lethal Tower, but unfortunately we lost the lethal ammunition. My name's Akira and I work for the government. I am 18 and I am also professionally skilled. I used to be the top in the agency until a boy named Gilbert took my place. I used to be known as... I used to be called the Tiger's Eye. Mainly because I had an eye for agencies and other so-called things that belong with agencies, but people also found me very touchy with weapons and such. But I don't really find a purpose of me being here except for me just doing my job and getting it done correctly. If I were to not get my job done correctly, it would just be total chaos for me. If I wasn't professionally skilled, then I probably wouldn't be in the agency. And I probably wouldn't be talking about this with you. So let's just hold on tight because now we are just working on trying to find my home, my agency. Before that boy named Gilbert came along, I was pretty much known as the strongest, but then once the agency was attacked by lethal poisoners, they all died except for me, because I was set on a mission. And the reason I was set off was because they knew this would happen, and so did I. But then they just told me to stay. They wouldn't let me come back. And that's why I have trouble trusting people now. And that's also why I don't talk as much. Back then when I started being in the agency position, I learned that there would come a time and a place where you would just become an abandoned and just from then on become a loner. And that's pretty much what I am now. A loner. If I wasn't a loner, I would still be a chatterbox like how I was in the beginning of the agency, but somehow I'm just not the same ever since the agency was attacked. Well, I have quite the story and more about my story to tell you about, but let's just move on and see how things go so far.